this part of the museum, ladies and gentlemen, you will see this photograph on the wall. And this man, as you'll see from the caption under the photograph, was James Murray. Pardon me. He comes and knocks at our door in the late 1870s. And once he arrives, nothing is ever quite the same again in Oxford University Press. Murray is a schoolmaster, but he's no ordinary schoolmaster. Among many other things, he's taught himself 40 different languages. He speaks, reads, and writes them all. In a moment of modesty, he once said it's the first 10 languages we learn which are the hardest. After that, anyone could do it. I'll take his word for that. But he gets to know a group of scholars in London who share his fascination for languages. And he discovers these scholars have got a brand new project on the blocks. They have decided to make a new English dictionary, bigger and better than any made before. Murray becomes fascinated by this project. He starts going from one firm of printers to another, trying to get money to make it a reality. It's only Oxford that thinks it can be done. We've got all the resources of the university behind us. We think this will be a great patriotic and academic project that will reflect well on us. And of course, there's a bottom line. We are sure this is going to sell and sell and sell around the world. No matter what we invest in it, we're sure to make a handsome profit, aren't we? So, after a lot of negotiation, we say yes to Murray. In 1879, we sign a contract with him. We make him the general editor of what will become the Oxford English Dictionary. Murray thinks this project will take 10 years to finish, and I think we will all agree that's quite long enough in this life to spend on one piece of work. Murray also estimates the cost. He thinks about the research, the checking, the writing and revision that will go into this mammoth text. He thinks it will cost about £9,000. None of us would say no to that amount of money, or dollar equivalent these days, but you have to allow for inflation. In Murray's time, £9,000 was a fortune. In today's monetary terms, by signing that contract, we're committing ourselves to what would be millions of pounds before a single word has been printed. But we were sure this was going to sell and sell, that it would go on selling around the world. We said yes to Murray. We put our name on the dotted line. Ladies and gentlemen, if we'd known what was about to happen, I don't think we would ever have gone near that piece of paper. Neither would any publisher in the world. As you'll see, it does not take 5 years. I beg your pardon, it does not take 10 years to complete the first edition of this dictionary. The first little part took 5 years to appear in print, and that went from the letter A all the way to the word ant.
Oh my goodness.
Murray and his team work and work and work at this huge project. As you'll see from the chart here, Murray did not live to see the end of the first edition. He died in the year 1915. By then the dictionary had speeded up. It had got to the letter T. And rather sadly, rather poetically, we now think the last word James Murray ever worked on in his lifetime was the word twilight, the end of the day. There is no more time. Of course, other editors pick up the work after Murray's death. The first edition that you'll see here was completed in 1928. It doesn't take 10 years. It takes almost 50 years of solid effort to produce this one piece of work. And the cost went through the roof. What you see in that photograph did not cost us £9,000. That would have been the bargain of the 20th century had it done so. What you see there, in those days' financial terms, ended up, the bottom line, being about £500,000. In today's terms, we're now looking into the billions of pounds for one publication. And here is where the time and the money went. If you want to have a closer look, we have a volume of the first edition open on display here. Please come a little bit closer so you can see what it does.